Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces, October 25, 2022. The moon spends much of today in your sector of dreams, wishes, happiness, and friendship, and these themes take center stage. The Sun and Venus align in your solar 12th house, stirring warm energy for rewarding contact. There can be nice support from unexpected or hidden sources, or you might find a peaceful solution to a problem. This transit can prompt a new connection or awareness regarding a past relationship. A pleasant surprise from the past can figure strongly. Instead, there can be recognition or reward for previous actions. It's a time to savor some good feelings in your inner or private world. Peaceful solutions can be found for challenges. With today's energies, personal matters tend to overrule more worldly affairs. Tomorrow, both Venus and the Sun will head into your sign. For now, you can feel benefits in the background and warmth inside. You'll have a 5-star day for true love today. It could actually be brought to you through good karma you've built up in this life or a previous one. This is because the mighty Sun, our great luminary, will shiver along and unite in a perfect conjunction with sweet Venus, the goddess of marriage and relationships. They'll swim along in your solar 12th house of spirituality, karma, and the unconscious. Pay attention to the themes you've built in your personal and romantic life in the past and what you've learned. Use that insight as you set up a meeting with someone new or grow closer to your significant other. Balance your mind. You might have the opportunity to walk away from an inner monologue or subconscious approach once and for all when the Sun conjuncts Venus in Libra. How you approach your workplace relationships is a stressful process, especially if there are some iffy coworkers who you cannot seem to quite get along with. Luckily, the conjunction will allow you to find inner peace, which will translate to how you deal with stressors and passive-aggressive coworkers. Since Mercury in Libra trines Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, it might be worthwhile to address any lingering issues. Just as the Sun and Venus prepare to leave an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart, and as their alignment peaks, the Moon returns. This will ensure continuity, and especially when it comes to the support for Mars in your financial sector. This is a chance to capture the Sun and Venus friendly aspect to Mars earlier in the week, with a chance to keep your financial confidence, instincts, and imagination fueled. Your personality type is generally thought of as intense, but that is not necessarily the case with each and every one of your sign, of course. The intensity of your sign may not manifest in your personality at all. Depending on your individual horoscope, you may have intense physical energy or intense appreciation of physical activity. Blocked energy can cause serious problems in every area of your life. There are many practices that address blocked energy. Chinese medicine, yoga, and chiropractic are a few. The vibrations of your number will be a little difficult these days. Does everything seem a little slow? You 8 will have to go beyond your limits and let yourself be carried along by things and events. Don't try to change anything because you will just waste your time. Take some personal initiative, but not too much. Renew your horizons and interest yourself in other domains without necessarily trying to change the world. This is the day when the past starts to make way for the future, with the Sun and Venus not only leaving a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart aligned but still aligned as they return to Scorpio to begin your birthday month and new solar year. This will ensure that you are just as committed to bringing one solar year to a close as you are to embracing the next. With Venus returning alongside the Sun but just slightly ahead, this is giving your heart a voice and say in what you want from this new solar year from the start. As Venus, the planet of love, leaves a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart and returns to Scorpio, this will bring her nostalgic trip down love's memory lane to a close while allowing you to look to the future. Yet with Jupiter retrograding back in for a rare double-dip visit to your romantic sector next week, as she leaves, Venus will leave the doors to the past ajar. Our eyes in the sky. Welcome to a brand new day. Today brings many blessings. A brief void of course moon starts in the morning and later moves into Virgo, giving everyone an inspiring burst of energy. It's a fantastic time to let your mind guide you to some out-of-the-box solutions. Maybe you've felt stuck in place the last couple days, and you now finally have some room to stretch and play. There could be a brief struggle due to your need to hide a piece of yourself away from the world. However, you can reach a resolution by taking the time to listen to logical perspectives and focusing on intellectual compromises. Take the time to hear someone out. Someone you thought was your friend and ally will say something that starts your blood boiling. Your automatic reaction is to write this person off forever. Look at the situation with a different perspective. This person is actually doing you a favor. Although there will be job-related tension coming at you through the phone or web today, you can actually use this to your advantage. Your leadership abilities will be instrumental in fixing the difficulties that are being played out. Take charge with a sensitive perspective. Also focus on your destiny. Listen to your inner voice as the moon pulls at your psyche, eliciting a deep wound you need to express out loud. There's a piece of you that is ready to let your freak flag fly. Maybe you've been keeping this under the surface in order to conform to society's ideals. Sexual and sensual connections are highly possible due to these transits. See who is continually circling and sliding into your DMs these days. This is also a time when a secret admirer could be revealed. Before noon, the Virgo moon trines Pluto in Capricorn, stimulating our psychic senses. We see beneath surface level interactions with friends and family, intuitively understanding how best to relate. Rather than coming across as too strong, others find our curiosity intriguing and may inquire about our past in return. The moon enters its void of course following this aspect's perfection, lasting until the evening. Use this time to attend to self-analysis or esoteric studies. Connecting with people emotionally and not just on a mental level is a key concept for you today. Remember that people on your team, as well as everyone you deal with professionally, are all in this pandemic together. You'll be much better for adopting this perspective. In the afternoon, Venus makes its superior conjunction with the Sun in Libra, after which time Venus becomes an evening star. This planetary meeting occurs on the final, or anaretic, degree of this cardinal air sign, suggesting the culmination of a story in using love and relationships to bolster our ego. A path towards healthy self-love is now illuminated. Yet, before we can integrate this gift, a crisis will be instigated as a final test, forcing us to advocate for our truth.